Hey everyone, Jolene here from Chi Lifestyle. Hopefully you guys are having a great time and we're getting ready for a new month, new beginnings again. So March is probably going to be a little bit better for most of us. I know a lot of us are going through a lot of tough times and the energies are going to... February was really a time of reflection, time to gather your thoughts, time to figure out what's next for you. What do you want? You know, the universe is actually saying to you, what do you want? You know, not who do you want, not what's something specific, but, you know, do you want stability? Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be successful? What do you want? And then March is the time to go, okay, that's what I want, and now it's time to take action. Okay, so we have three piles in front of us. You can have three colors. You can either go violet, green, or blue. Okay, so choose one of those. And I want you to sit and realize that March, when I say this is the energies for March, the first thing I'm going to get through is what do you have to release to get what you want? Okay, so it's very easy to say, Spirit, I want love. Okay, that's awesome. Spirit will give you love. Doesn't mean they'll give you good love. They'll just give you the first person that comes along and goes, oh, well, do you like this person? Okay, cool, there you go. You got love. So you can be very specific. The angels will give you exactly what you are asking for, but you also need to be in the vibration of being in that of what you are asking for. So you need, if you want to be rich, you have to really be rich, which means your mind has to be rich. You have to think like a rich person, act like a rich person, dress like a rich person. You have to kind of fake it until you make it, and you got to take the action along with the faking. Okay, so manifesting, learning about investments, learning about money. How does money work? You know, it's not as simple. If you want to be loved, you need to be the perfect person, perfect partner, but you also don't accept people that are less, or just dive into the first love relationship out of desperation because Spirit was going, well, that's what you asked for. So, and also when I say this is the March energies, it doesn't mean it's going to happen in March. Divine timing comes into play, and sometimes that can take months before it comes into play. It just tells you right now, this is the energies that you are going through at the moment and what's possibly to come. And if you don't like it, how you can change it. Okay, there's certain things you can change, like maybe 1% or 2% of things you can change. The rest of it you can. Okay, I mean, you can't, sorry, 1 or 2% you can't change. The rest of it you can change. Okay, you can change your mind, you can change your relationships, you can change your jobs, or at least you can start saving up to have a better career. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Choose pile 1, 2, or 3, and I'll see you at your pile. So if you come across this reading, then this may be the one for you, and this is for the month of March. This is the purple or the violet reading. Okay, so if you've chosen the violet reading, then this is yours. Hopefully it resonates with you. So in the month of March, I'm really looking at a lot of spirituality coming through for you. Okay, this is a month where you're going to be gaining a lot of spiritual wisdom. Okay, so not just any wisdom, but like really clear spiritual downloads from spirit. It might make you, or that there may be a lesson in making you feel a little bit more humble, you know, eating humble pie perhaps, or starting to understand things perhaps from a more humble point of view. We've also got your past life. And so what I'm getting is something about a past life is coming back for you in the month of March. So this may be people that you meet or people that you get together with. And these are people where you like, wow, there's just this connection with this person or these people. And it's because they're from your past life. For some of you, you may be reviewing something, perhaps you're reviewing the Akashic records or something like that. But something about the past life or past life gifts are definitely coming in for you for the month of March. So the first thing I want to have a look at for pile number 1, or the violet pile, why has things not been working out for you? Okay, so before we even started, I have got to the view of the ego. So for a lot of you, there's someone in your life that is really a little bit egotistical. Okay, so this could be you. Now, of course, you know, some of us, you have to be a bit honest if you have been a little bit one-sided. But if you can be honest with yourself and say it's not you, then this is someone else within your life that's just a little bit egotistical. And this person's blocking you from perhaps your spiritual gifts or anything to do with that. Okay, so what else is blocking? Pile number 1, what is blocking the violet pile when it comes to anything within their lives, what they are wanting to gain? So what is blocking them? Why are they going through? What is their current circumstances? Okay, so let's just see. What is their pile number 1, violet pile's current circumstances? Okay, so the master artisan. So again, We got a lot of purple here, okay? Definitely a lot of spiritual stuff coming through for you, pal. Number one, so the master artisan means, again, your gifts. There are plenty of gifts. You've used these gifts throughout lifetimes, okay? And you need to master them, because you're going to perhaps be teaching other people, or you're going to be handing down your gifts to other people. But there's something that you're mastering this month, or that you now kind of needing to master. So maybe if things are not working out for you, then it's closing off cycles with people who are not meant to be there within your life, and really working on your gifts, mastering some skills. Okay, so we've got diversity. Okay, so things are not working out in your life because you need to look further. You need to move away or diverse yourself from your current situation. So if it's a job you're looking for, maybe in the town that you're looking for, you might have to look a bit further afield. The bottom of the deck, we do have Sangha, which is your community, but they're really saying to me that what's happening with you right now, it's more of the fact of you needing to, diversify yourself in some way, or look somewhere else other than where you are currently, okay? It's breaking into a different direction, to different people, and I think in those different people, when you look away from what you currently know, I kind of feel like that is where you're going to find your soul tribe. And these are the people from your past life. So this is soul tribe kind of energy, soulmates, people that when you meet them, you're going to be like, aha, I really feel like I've known you before. And this could be also in the workplace. You might meet people in the workplace, people who share your talents, people who share your purpose. And there might be some good lessons that are being taught to you, and you might be teaching someone else and really helping someone else. With the master artisan, it's like you've mastered a lot of skill sets. You may not feel like it, and you could be teaching or giving someone some kind of help. And this person, it's a real gift that you're giving to someone else, okay? What else am I getting for pile number one? As to why the things are the way that they are. And maybe even then it's, diversifying. Maybe you need to read different books, learn different religions, eat different foods. There's something about, really going out of your comfort zone here. We've got the Akashic Library. And so what this is saying to me again, this is your block, okay? This is the card of manifestation, but it's also the card of knowledge, know-how, really looking deeper. And what this could be saying is that you're wishing to manifest things, but you're not willing to go deep enough to really search for things. There's a lot of disruption in your life. And this disruption, I told you there was the view of the ego. This disruption is actually completely distracting you, and you cannot manifest something when you're dealing with all this stuff and these people, this egotistical person that's annoying you or bugging you or fighting with you. This is someone who's just muddling your water. They're not giving a lot of clarity. They're playing egotistical games with you, and because of this, it's just blocking this, okay? And that's why it's time for you to move away. The diversity card is also saying it's time to move away. You're afraid of a loss in your life, but what Spirit is saying is it such a loss? Is it really such a loss? Okay, so what else do we have? And it's time for you to birth a new situation. Okay, so basically this is quite simple, pile number one, or violet pile. You have got skills and people to be with, past life people, soulmates, soul tribe, soul jobs, whatever. What's blocking you is that egotistical person, or your ego perhaps. You've got to be honest with yourself at the end of the day. This is what's stopping you from moving forward. There's a new birthing, a new situation, abundance, nurturing, loving yourself enough to give yourself more. But things are blocked at the moment because you're not focusing on yourself. You're being distracted by someone who's pretty egotistical in the sense of they're just wondering what they can get from you. Okay, so that's your blocks. Let's get into March. Okay, so these cards are the ones staring at me, so I'm going to look into this. Right, make sure it's the right way around. Peter Pan. Okay, so you might need to escape a little bit to Never Neverland. I mean, I know that normally sounds quite like, who wants to do that? But sometimes you've got to go back to your inner child. You need to go back to learning, what it felt like to be really free. Peter Pan, it's about, or maybe you do hold on too much to your inner child and you need to grow up a little bit. Again, something for you to be honest with yourself about. There's something about growing up, being determined, going after something. Okay, let's see what else is there for pile number 1 for the month of March. What's going on in the month of March? Right, so we have got, wow, a new financial beginning is coming for you, and we've got the Six of Swords, which in traditional tarot, it's really about moving, perhaps literally moving, but does have diversities, moving to a new area, going to a new direction. In this one, it's slightly different though, because what it is this is again is an obstacle to your path, and this is about coming together. And these people that come together, again, spirituality, same thing. You're getting this download from God, and what's happening is it's a block for you. Okay, you're not listening to God. You're not listening to your spiritual wisdom. So this is a block. And there's look at this massive diamond, like a big financial beginning. You got a rainbow. This is like, there's a gnome. And what I'm kind of feeling like is, this is like the leprechaun's gold, the leprechaun's diamond. And you've been fooled out of your rainbow, your diamond, and it's a massive diamond. So it's a solid beginning. Your finances, something that's really solid, and you've been fooled by it because you're not getting the download. You're not with the right people. Okay. What are your blocks? Why are you having these problems? Because of fear. You are so trapped. Look how scary that is. This is like a labyrinth, and these kids you've got spiders and poisonous spiders and black poisonous snakes and these things. And the only thing that you've got is the sword of truth. But that sword of truth is so scary for you that it's blocking you. Okay, so you know where you need to go, but it's completely blocking you. So what's the past pertaining to their situation, please, Spirit? Again, so we have got, so this could be a commitment. So for some of you, it's someone that you're in a commitment to, someone you're married to, perhaps, for some. For others, this is, again, it's got to do with spirituality, religion, perhaps higher learning, something in the past that's affecting maybe a past commitment, a past, so this could be someone you were living with, a past a priest, a past person, a person that came to affect you, someone from your past that there was some form of commitment to or with, whether even a job is a kind of commitment. This person perhaps is the reason why you now are scared. What is your March energies? Well, it's the Ten of Pentacles. So it's the beginning of what you're wanting, which is the Ten of Pentacles is someone who's very wealthy, very rich. Okay. Someone who has their castle, their children, their grandchildren. Okay. This is a beautiful card of Christmas Day and being with your kids and the mother gnome, and these are people who are working well together, and they have a really warm home with rainbows, and it's just showing the love and the warmth and the abundance that's in this home. Okay, and that is what you're wanting right now, but you're being blocked about coming together because of your fears. Okay, what is in the near future for this situation? What is in the near future? Temperance, patience. Okay, balance, a guardian angel, someone who's reaching out to bring you peace in your life, someone who's protecting you and watching over you. Okay, as you change, as you go through this spirituality, when you finally surrender to the spirituality and go within and just go with it, you've got a lot of peace and you've got a lot of protection while you go through this. Okay, So this is your power in the situation, and it's looking at your next move. You kind of fear the fact that if I make the wrong move, I could slip up and I could fall. Okay, so you're really thinking again about the truth and what is your next move, and that's the power you kind of have, is really looking at each and every person. Don't be stuck on the rock, because you could fall anywhere. If the tide comes in, it will knock you. Okay, so your power within the circumstances is to calculate your next move, but you've got to make a move. Okay, you can't just sit on a rock, because what will happen is in the universe will come in and they'll kind of push you, and well, slip off a slippery rock. You can hit your head, whatever. So make a move, but calculate the move. So no one says you have to dive in or jump from one rock to another, because you can see he's kind of planning his next move. So Spirit's saying, patiently make your move, but at least take that step. You've got to at least take that step into the new direction. Okay, what are the energies that are basically surrounding you? Surrounding energies for you. We've got the Seeker of Swords. Okay, so the Seeker of Swords says to me that you've got a lot of confusion, a lot of not knowing what to do. But again, it's the fear. That's this fear of, well, I'm not good enough. What's the point? And this fear is just, it's blocking you. It's too much in your head, and it's just all this fear surrounding you. Tons of fear that's surrounding you. What are your hopes and fears in the month of March? 8 of Wands. So your hopes is to come together. So it's kind of funny how your blocks is the same thing. It's about people coming together to ignite passion, a passionate new beginning. The right people, the right tribe, all coming together is what you're wanting. But it's your biggest fear is to get there. And your final outcome with the Guardian of Swords is, again, it's this. So there's some kind of truth that you needing to go through in the month of March. Some of those truths do come with a few thorns. Okay, some roses do come with thorns, but those thorns are not as bad as old thorns, negative people are there. Okay, but you are being protected. Again, I've got this guardian, the Guardian of Swords is Archangel Michael, telling me that you are protected. So no matter what you go through, no matter what steps you take in the right direction in the month of March, you are protected. Okay, you've got a guardian angel and you've got Archangel Michael on your side. Pile number 3. Pile number 1. Okay, don't know why I'm saying pile number 3. So pile number 1, you've got a lot of protection in the month of March. Okay, you can go forward with positivity. Don't allow your fear to hold you back, because what you have got for the month of March is something that's very solid. It's going to lead, even if it's just a new beginning. And Spirit is saying all you're needing to do is you need to take that first step forward. Take that first step forward, make a move, any move. Okay, it's scary. They're acknowledging that they understand it is scary, but if you sit there on the rock, no move. There's something I heard was actually quite brilliant. Not making a decision is a decision within itself. Okay, because what happens is, by not making a decision, you decide to do nothing, and then the universe just bypasses you. So what happens is you either miss out, or the wave comes and knocks you, and then you slip and fall on your butt and crack your head. So you then come conscious and realize, damn it, I missed something that I could have had. And that something is solid. It is a job that or a career or a pathway that leads to a really, really fantastic future. It is a love relationship that all you have to do is make that first move in, because the end results is something really solid, really happy, warm, happy Christmas days spent with someone you love, your husband, your wife, your children. It's kind of everything you've ever wanted, because it's definitely something you want. You're wanting this. Your hopes is to come together with people who ignite the same passions, who have the same belief systems. This is your soul tribe, power number 1. This is your soul tribe, but you needing to to make that next move. No one says you have to jump into it. You can do it slowly. There is a slow process you can take to help you through this as you're analyzing it, but make a move. Okay, so that is what I'm going to get for you for the month of March. Hope you enjoy this reading, and I'll chat to you soon. Welcome to those of you who chose the green pile. Okay, green pile or pile number 2, your March, there's going to be a month of perhaps love, opening up the heart chakra, having compassion for other people. And for some of you, there is a passed on loved one who is going to be bringing you a lot of love and comfort. Okay, there's going to be support being brought to you by a passed on loved one. Okay, so if someone's just recently passed, or even years ago, and you've been feeling their presence around you, then this is confirmation that they are around you and they are trying to bring you comfort, support, and there might even need to be a little bit of forgiveness. So maybe perhaps someone, it doesn't have to be someone who's passed, maybe there's someone within your life that you need to find compassion and forgiveness for. Okay, someone who perhaps did you wrong, and this could be someone who's passed for some, and for others this is just anyone within your life that has done you wrong, and a passed on loved one is trying to say, look, just try and have compassion for the person. You don't have to forgive what they did to you. It's more forgiveness for the fact that we're all humans, okay? And hurt people hurt people. And it's not to say that what they did is right. It's just understanding that they did that to you because they themselves has got pain that they need to sort out. And it's not really your fault, but you will find the compassion and the forgiveness to understand the fact that you don't have to take on their pain or their situation as your own. Okay. So before we get into what's coming, let's just get into what's happening with you currently, because normally when we want to bring in new things into our lives, we can't understand why we can't bring in new things, or there's something in our life that makes us stuck. We need to find out why. And in your situation, it could just be this pain. But let's just see. What does Spirit Guides have to say, please, for pile number 2? Yeah, okay. So you're trying to manifest something within your life. And one of your cards, sorry, just... Oopsie. Okay. So there's something in your life, a cycle you're trying to close off. Look, again, even there, you have, I don't know if you can see quite well. So you have a woman, and she's got like a passed on granny and a passed on male figure. Okay, and she's got her angels around her. And the word is Adsam, and what they're saying is, and there's also a little fairy, 2 fairies. Okay, so, and then there's a man that's trying to bring her books. So she's trying to read, she's trying to learn, she's trying to grow as a soul, and she's losing concentration, okay? And so her past on loved ones is, again, they're supporting her, and they're saying, Adsam. So reminding her to focus on where she needs to be right now, focus on the now, focus on learning, and don't be so distracted by whatever pain the situation is. And if you focus, you will then be able to manifest what you're wanting, okay? The journey card is here to tell me that a lot of you are perhaps needing to look in a different area, okay? You may need to travel. You may need to move to a new area, or it's just a matter of just looking into different options, okay? Life is also, it's a journey, okay? So you can't see everything as a serious situation. Life is a journey. We meet people to teach us lessons, and those lessons are really there to help us grow as a soul. So again, you may be looking at a creative or something creative endeavor, or you want a whole new direction perhaps in your life. And what this is saying to me is that you need to concentrate and focus on what it is that you want to, because there are opportunities for you, better opportunities than where you currently are right now or where you've been. You may be leaving behind jobs, people, and moving on to a better place. Okay, so it's time for you to look into a new area completely, perhaps even internet, and look in a whole new world. Okay, so whatever it is that you're looking to manifest, be it love, maybe you got financial struggles, you know, there may be some financial struggles in the home and you're needing to find a better job, then Spirit is saying it's time to look in a whole new area. Okay. So there could be even legal documents. Okay, some of you, I'm just going to put it out there. For some of you, this is someone who has passed, and now you're dealing with the legalities of this person who's passed. And there might be a lot of frustration. Okay, so that may be a specific message. For others, this is just saying there could be legal situations, people coming after you, you know, or you are perhaps dealing with some kind of legal lawsuit for unfair labor or something to do with that. Either which way, what Spirit is saying is you need to concentrate, you need to focus. There's knowledge that needs to come in. You need to look further than where you are, so further than your town, your city, your country, in order to manifest. But you need to concentrate and focus and not be so distracted. And you're needing to heal and find compassion to heal towards someone who upset you and hurt you. Okay, so this is basically where you're at right now and what you need in order to actually grow. Okay, so month of March, let's get into it. There's change, definitely change is coming for you, pile number 2. Okay, there's change. What is this change? What is the change for pile number 2, please, Spirit Guides? So this is about you showing the true you to the world. So what may have happened, and this can go all the way back to childhood. For a lot of us, we get told what we have to believe in, who we have to believe in, what religion, what is right and what is wrong. We all perhaps are of different races, and so that we have certain belief patterns that come with cultures. So even in the same race, different people have different cultures. And those different cultures are generally things that are told to us. This is how you need to be, or you need to man up, or you need to woman up, or you need to be perfect, or you need to, this is how you have to act. And Spirit is saying, well, no, provided you act within a loving, compassionate, and that's the whole thing, you know, the whole, and I'm not here for religion, it's not a religious thing, but the whole Christ consciousness is to teach us how to open our hearts and love every single person, including our enemies, because those enemies are in pain. And you need to see those enemies as people who are in a lot of pain and just have compassion for them. You don't have to go ahead and do anything about it. You just have to show compassion in your heart for those people, because those people are nasty because they are in pain. So when you open up your heart chakra, open up yourself to the possibilities of the world and show the world who you are with no pain, no worries. Don't worry about your friends think. Don't worry about your family thinks. This is a matter of I am doing X, Y, and Z, not caring what other people tell me to do. And this is what will bring you to something a lot better. What is going to be your obstacles for the month of March? The big bad wolf, right. So as you can see, this big bad wolf, okay, so this is known as the devil card. And again, I don't call it as the devil, as we said, it's more the ego. But the ego is glaring, staring at someone in the distance, and it's hiding behind, you know, the dark, dreary night, wanting to come after something that's not theirs. So this is jealousy. This is anger, revenge. This is just the shadow part of your soul that's glaring at you, trying to pull you into negativities, trying to pull you into drugs, sex, porn, drinking, violence. So every one of us are different. So think about where is your shadow side? Sometimes it's just negative beliefs. And this is why you have negative beliefs, because you have this shadow side of you that's just sitting there telling you, you cannot do this, you will never be anything, just be stupid, go back to being a simpleton, go back to being whatever. And this is, again, perhaps a childhood thing. So maybe someone who's passed on. For some of you, may have been a father or mother or granny or grandpa. And this is someone who, or even yeah, I did say that. This is someone who perhaps ran you down a lot as a child and told you, you're a useless, you're a naughty, you're a pathetic, you're a whatever. And that's the person you have to forgive, okay? Because you're not that. You're actually this beautiful person who just needs to show the world how amazing you actually are, okay? And you are amazing, because every soul on this earth is amazing. We all have these amazing gifts that we need to show off to the world. But most of us fall in the matrix of, you need to go to get a job, you need to work hard, and that's the matrix. But no, it's not. You need to break free from the matrix and go, I am not supporting and making another person rich. I am now making myself rich, okay? You need to whistle away. Again, you have a lot of skills, a lot of stuff that you would like to do. For some of you, there's apples ripe for the picking. Okay, so March is going to illuminate the fact that there are other things that you are good at. Some of you, it could be woodworking. Others, it could be home interior decorating. Others, it could be something that's creative, artist in some way or form. And again, there are apples literally ripe for the picking, right there in front of you. The only thing that's stopping you is this negativity that someone has told you that you've got around you, okay? So when it comes to March, look for the apples, okay? Believe in those apples. Don't believe in other people. Don't even talk to other people about what you want. Just go ahead and do it. That's the problem. We're always looking for outside validation, because as a child, we were scorned. You know, you can't do this, and no, you can't be that way, and that's the way it had to be. Again, as long as it's with love and light and your intentions are pure and good, and you're not trying to hurt other people purposely, it's good. You're good. Okay. So what is the past that's going to affect you, or that's diminishing in the month of March? What is this past that's going to be diminishing the month of March? So again, it's coming together with people that you know. It's having victory. It's coming out. It's expanding. For some of you, it's springtime. This is the past, but it's so. What has happened to you in the past is something that was trying to get you to go toward your rite of passage. Okay, so whatever pain, whatever loss you may have experienced, it's pushing you to meet the right people. It's pushing you to go towards exactly that, your rite of passage. Okay, we've got a lot of butterflies and cocoons, and so you can't, maybe perhaps at the moment you feel like you're in a cocoon stage, like nothing is happening within your world or in your life, but there is a lot happening, okay? God is preparing you to become a butterfly, okay? Which is exactly what the first card of, which is your major theme. God is preparing you to open yourself up. You're about to open and crack through the cocoon. I had a very interesting story, and I'll quickly tell you of how what happens is in the cocoon stage, what happens is the moth or the butterfly starts to make a very small hole in the cocoon, and then what happens is it tries to squeeze through that hole, and during the process of leaving, the body creates a lot of fluid, and that fluid has to then be drained out before the butterfly can come actually out of the cocoon. And so that is your wings becoming strong enough to be able to face the world, and then strong enough to take off and fly. So it's a very interesting thing about the fact is that if you feel really stuck and stagnant, and you're not going anywhere, you are in the cocoon stage, and you're probably about to be lifted off, which is this card of being opened up and set free. But what happens is God is preparing you for your wings to get you gather the strength to deal with whatever's coming your way. Okay. Right. What else we got here? And look at that. We've got 6 and we've got 6. So 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords. So this is, again, it's about victory, getting the download from the right people. Look at the light. That's you being enlightened, okay? Enlightened, and these people are cheering on. They're happy. This is like victory. This is happiness. This is celebration, coming together and really celebrating with your people, the right people for you. You're going to come across, this is like your fairy godmother, okay? Someone who's coming in to help you in the month of March. This is someone, perhaps for some of you, it's passed on again, a passed on grandmother, someone who's actually there supporting you and helping you, okay? For the rest of you, this is just, again, this is you being granted love, compassion. Now your heart has got wings, so I kind of feel like March is the time for you to expand your wings and start to fly, okay? You've been granted kind of like a wish in March, and everyone, that wish will be different, but there's something that's coming in, and they're just reminding you about, again, love and compassion. Love and compassion will be your way forward. Okay, so where is your power in the month of March? Where is your power in the situation? So where does the power lie within you? What can you do? What is your advice? Oh, okay, we have got the Emperor's New Clothes. So the Emperor's New Clothes is very much about taking control of a situation, but not to be blinded by the situation. Remember the Emperor's New Clothes, if you ever remember the story, the Emperor was so vain that he thought that he was, gorgeous and he was everything, and that someone fooled him into making him new clothes, and of course they actually took the money, and he, his brain was so big that he actually believed the people. Now I'm not to say that's you, but what this is saying to me is that you need to take control, but to be honest with yourself. Don't be fooled by other people who want to try and convince you their way of being, okay? Also, be aware of anyone within your life that is this emperor, someone who is so egotistical that they don't care. It's what they will do to get things out of you. Okay, so just be very aware of someone who's very egotistical within your life, or your own egotistical self, okay? Because we have got this devil card here. So this is a negative situation that's blocking you, okay? So whether it's you, that's the devil, or someone else, that's the devil, well, you need to be honest within yourself, because at the end of the day, it's your life. And if you want to move forward, you're the only one who can move yourself out of it. So either don't be fooled, don't be too egotistical, take control of your life, but in a loving, compassionate way, okay? And even be loving, compassion towards this egotistical person, because again, they're egotistical because they obviously got a lot of pain within, and they're scared, okay? What is surrounding you this month? The energy surrounding you. The world. Okay, so this is saying to me, this is also, again, love. There's a lot of love for you, pile number 2. The green love, compassion. A child birthing new stuff within the world. Things are birthing for you, but it's going to come from a heart. Manifesting actually comes from the heart. People don't realize it. Your brain does not manifest. Your brain thinks. Your heart then vibrates. And if you open up your heart chakra and send love to everyone, send love to the earth. The earth is going through a lot right now. Send love and compassion to the earth. Then what you're doing is you're opening up the heart chakra, and the heart chakra vibrates. It's such a powerful thing that it actually absorbs the energies back in, which means if you send out love, love comes back. You got to manifest what you want, not who you are. If you want love, you've got to be more loving. What is your hopes and fears for the month of March? Okay, so here we have got the Seeker of Hearts. Okay, so this is just really, it's the same theme throughout. The Seeker of Hearts is someone, this is the Tin Man, and he's now getting a heart, okay? So, take that as you will. You may be wishing to have someone come to you. You may be wishing for your heart to open up. You're hoping for love in some way or form, or for something loving to come in. You also may have fear that someone around you doesn't have much of a heart. So, I don't know, take that as you will. But again, we have heart chakra opening is your biggest theme for the month of March. So if you can work on that now, do meditations on heart chakra opening stuff. And then let's get your final card for the month of March. Ooh, and we have got 2 6 of Hearts. Ooh, and look at that. 9 of Hearts. How amazing is that? So someone coming in to help you, could be someone from your past, something to do with your childhood. a lending hand, people trying to help each other, people again coming together, community coming together for something better. And the Nine of Hearts is that of the wish fulfillment. You know, rainbows, again, lots of hearts, lots of hearts. So love is your main theme for the month of March. Okay, whatever you do, if you do it within love, you will have a wish being fulfilled. Okay, so work on your heart chakra, work on compassion, work on loving people, including your enemies. Forgive anyone who's ever hurt you. Let go of the devil, if it's a physical person, an egotistical person, or whether it's the devil or shadow work within. Again, be compassionate towards everyone around, and know that cycles are ending, new things are coming into your life, and you've got it all. Okay, you are being looked after, you are being watched over, you are protected as you go through this. Okay, that is what I have for you, and hopefully you enjoyed this reading. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll chat to you soon. Hello, those of you who have chosen the blue reading, or this is for the blue pile. So month of March, well, this is some inner truth that has to come out. There's some kind of communication that you will be having, or it just may be a month for you to communicate your truth to other people. Okay, come out and tell them who you are, what it is that you want from them. Doesn't have to be nasty communication. This is more positive communication, communicating all your needs to people in a good, positive way. We've also got travel. So you may be going on a bit of a journey, traveling to a new location, or some path is going to be opening up for you. So let's look at what you're going through now as February is closing. Just to kind of see like what it is that you're needing to close off. You know, February has been a bit of a month of stillness, things not really quite happening, and people needing to close things off in order to move, you know, into new and better things. So what is the new and better things? But before we get there, what is happening with the blue pile? The blue pile number 3, please. What is happening right now? Okay, so again, so this is summer/winter, and it's in reverse. So it's saying this is the winter months. So winter months is very much, so if you're living in the northern hemisphere, then you literally be coming out of winter. Even if you're living in the southern hemisphere and you're in summer, winter in this pile is really talking about things being cold. It was a time of things in your life where there was a time of reflection, a time of going within, a time of gathering your resources or gathering energy, perhaps in order to move forward. Okay, with the King of Forces here, it's saying to me that it's also been a time of, there's been a lot of thinking. Okay, this has really been a time of thinking for you. So you may have tried to work out or analyze your life, or analyze things in your life. You've been dealing with quite a lot of going inwards, taking stock of your life, you know, really dealing with a lot more receptivity. And I kind of feel like there may even be a lot of like spiritual stuff as well that you're doing. So maybe perhaps a lot of spiritual work, figuring out things from like a spiritual point of view. And this could be a good time for honesty again, figuring out what it is that you really are. And I kind of feel like this is where the communication card's coming in, because once you've kind of figured out who you are, what it is that you're really wanting, you're going to now be pushed into a situation where now you're going to have to open up to someone and tell them the situation. Again, you might have been working with things like physics or geology. I mean, for some of you, you know, maybe you work in the field of science in some way, and you needed to figure out some stuff. Okay, that's just for perhaps a very small percentage of you. But what I'm really feeling like at the end of the day, it's more about bringing balance to your life, figuring out basically who you are. Okay, so that's kind of what I feel like you've been doing. And then you're about to come out of this winter. I mean, some of you are hitting spring, but it's the energy of now coming forward and going, okay, I know who I am. I know what I'm about. I know what I want from life. Perhaps looking to the stars for a lot of you. And now it's time to come out. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so there is some romance, or there may have been some hard stuff, perhaps that some of you were dealing with. Someone who perhaps was quite romantic. We do have the karmic trench at the bottom of the pile. So for some of you, you may have been going through a karmic trench with someone, and that's why you needed this time to kind of reflect and kind of decide what it is that you want. Because now we've got the Queen of Forces, and she is in reverse. So the King of Forces, Queen of Forces upright is exactly that. She is dealing with receptivity slash intuition, creativity. In reverse, it kind of tells me that your life was or has not been extremely balanced. Maybe perhaps, you know, your day and nights are just not at all where you want them to be. You're not able to really do what it is that you've been wanting to do. Maybe you need to stand up for yourself more, or perhaps you didn't stand up for yourself in a love relationship for a lot of you, or in a situation where you felt a lot of compassion and balance in a situation, but you didn't stand up for yourself. You did not put yourself first. And so this is why you needed this time kind of alone, because there was a lot of disharmony in a situation where you tried to bring balance, but actual fact, there was a lot of imbalances. Someone's used their power over you in order to make you feel perhaps small, so that they could maybe perhaps control you. And you kind of lost your power, is what I'm feeling. And that's why you needed this time to kind of, especially with that karmic trench there, it was definitely some kind of karmic lesson with someone who, as I said, it could have been a love interest, but for a lot of you, it doesn't have to be. It was someone who knows how to tick you off. Okay, this is someone who really plays you up, keeps things up in the air, or it's never ever a solid footing. It's 1 minute up, 1 minute down, 1 minute good, 1 minute bad. It's very frustrating for you. So you kind of had to learn to kind of do it on your own with the Oracle of Delphi. Yeah, this is Spirit saying you kind of needed this time of just going, nothing happening in your life, because you kind of had to go, you know what, I cannot control other people. I cannot control, maybe this person's just got mood swings for some of you. You know, you're dealing with someone who is romantic 1 minute and then they are moody the next. Or they're kind and loving and compassionate 1 minute and then they just all, you know, very cold and irritated next. And it's just, it's brought a lot of imbalances to your life or to your situation. And so Spirit just said, well, you know what, maybe it was just a bit of a time out for nothing to happen, so that you could receive this download from Spirit, which you probably wouldn't have been able to do had you not been in this quiet moment, okay? So here with the Oracle of Delphi at the end of this pile, it kind of says to me that this is someone that's trying to bring you... So there's like high priest just bringing a scroll to Dolphy, okay, and he receives basically the perceptions of Apollo, and then of course interprets the pronouncements, okay, and it's basically up to her to kind of decide whether she can, you know, receive this information or not. But it's about using your psychic abilities, knowing that you do have the psychic abilities. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, psychic. It's about the intuition that's within you, to really gather the information. And this could also be past life gifts that's been coming through. And this is why you just needed this alone time to find your balance, find who you are again, away from this situation, who maybe your whole life is kind of, or part of your life has kind of been pushed out because of this person. So it's always been them. you know, you always run around after them or look after them, and you haven't, your life was just totally out of balance because you forgot about you. Okay, so that's, again, karmic trench. I mean, I've shuffled a number of times and look, as I pick up the card, karmic trench. Okay, so that's exactly what a karmic does. Okay, so we just had to get that out the way, because Spirit is just kind of reminding you what you've gone through again, okay? Just in case you still don't understand why I have gone through everything I've gone through. Why is nothing happening? Why does it just feel like everything's just this desert, snow, you know, not desert, but this like snowland where it's just, everything's iced out. I feel isolated. And what Spirit is saying is, because of the fact that you needed that time to recognize and acknowledge the fact that you gave too much of your time, energy, and effort to a certain individual in your life. This could be a parent, boss, friend, whatever, ex-lover, or still married to. But this individual took all your time and effort, unbalanced your life. You now having needed the time to recognize that this was happening. Okay, so right, so yeah, that was a little bit of a, had to kind of gather the information there bit by bit, but yeah, hopefully this made sense. If this doesn't, then this may not be your pile, because that was quite specific. Maybe perhaps just more crowd. So I'm getting a different deck for the blue pile. And again, this is why this communication, your inner truth, is coming out. It's like, now it's time for you to voice. It's not time for you to take any more, you know, bull from people who override you or who make you feel like you are less. This is a time for you to say, I'm either going to move with a travel card location, or maybe it's just time for you to, you know, relocate to a different journey. Okay. So the month of March, the first card we have got out here tells me already that a new exciting opportunity is on its way. Okay, so there's a new opportunity. So it tells me straight away, this is something new. So you are moving, even if you're not physically moving or physically relocating or physically traveling, you're definitely moving in a new situation, and change is definitely on the way for you. Okay, and it's something quite passionate, something quite, so this could be love, this could be a passion project, or just a career advancement in some way. Okay, so it's an exciting new opportunity. So wow, that's a good start. Okay, so what's crossing you for the month of, okay, so the hope card, on the right path. Okay, happy times ahead. So make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. So I'll try and figure this out as we go along, but I kind of feel like you may have lost hope. That's what I'm kind of worried about. There also maybe still be a little bit of healing from this past situation. Okay, and it's kind of again, you may still be 1 foot in, 1 foot out because of past situation. That's how I'm kind of interpreting this. And that's why it's possibly a challenge for you in the month of March. We have got, wow, 10 of water. Okay, so a contentment, a rewarding family life. Your emotions and material needs are being met. Trustworthy relationships. So, okay, so something new is coming to you. Okay, and you needing to decide, am I going to take this or am I not? It's something that's going to be very happy for you. But you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out because you are afraid that this is just too good to be true. This is like a wish card. It's a wish fulfillment that you've always wanted. Now that it's here, now you're scared. Okay. And there was something, the reason why what's been happening in your life, it's you've been learning to trust your intuition. Spirit is again trying to say, you know, maybe you needed time to care for yourself, time to love yourself, learn self-love. Okay, it's the ultimate lesson for anyone to learn. Before you get into new relationships, you should always take some time out to learn self-love, because then you know what you deserve. Because if you love yourself, you will never allow someone else to treat you badly again, because you're like, okay, I know what I deserve now. So I will not allow someone to talk me down or to flip me over or to unbalance my emotions and make me feel like I'm totally unbalanced. You know, you now know who you are, but there's that star, which is positive. It's a little bit of an obstacle for you, and I think it's just fear. Yeah, you have waited a long time. Okay, this has been a long wait. It's not been an overnight progress. You've perhaps waited years for something good and solid to come in. And Spirit is saying they're sorry, that they know you've been patient. The patience will pay off now. Okay, you're going to have. It's now time to buckle down. Okay, now it's time to honor your commitments. You've got something very loyal, very dedicated, very honorable, okay, now currently coming in. So this is good. Okay, it's been a long slow move because there was nothing happening. You were the aim was there, but there was a lot of distractions, and it was possibly the reason. This could be many years of wanting a certain wish to come true. That's why I'm kind of feeling like it's about to happen, but the obstacle for you is now going, oh, I don't know if I trust it. And the reason being is because it's taken such a long time, and you're like, well, nothing's been working out for me, so how do I trust this now? And Spirit is saying, well, because you needed that time. Okay, you were being distracted by certain people who really and truly weren't really there to be in your highest light. Okay, so first 2 weeks of March. Now remember, guys, this can really take a next couple of months for some. It all really depends on how much healing you've done. Okay, so if you've done your healing, this could be quicker. If you haven't done your healing, this perhaps may take longer. Okay, so what do we have for the first 2 weeks, please? Spirit guides, Queen of Earth. Wow. Okay, so yes, here's your solid offer. It's coming in. This is the time for you to deal with challenges, and a kind and understanding. You're now compassionate. You're kind to people, but you also know when to say, okay, that's it. You've crossed the line. I'm still kind. I'm still compassionate. I haven't allowed my past situation to break me, but I'm not allowing you to step over my boundaries. Okay, I'm very aware of my boundaries. I'm very aware of where I'm at, and I will help you up to a certain degree. And then, sorry, therefore, I will make time for you. I will take a sensible approach towards every situation in a warm, loving, sensible way, but not in a sense that where it's going to overtake my boundaries and make me feel less than. Okay, so where's your power within your circumstances? Where's your power? Okay, but I definitely feel like the Queen of Earth and the Knight of Earth, there's something just, that solid offer you've waited a very long time for. I kind of feel like it's coming in. Okay. Gosh, more earth energy. Now we've got Ace of Earth. So what this is saying to me is that the inflow of abundance, yeah. I really do feel like there is a little bit of time you still kind of take to rest, or before there's definitely a decision coming up for you. And I kind of feel like it's about some kind of solid offer. Okay, so it could be financial, it could be anything, it could be a family, something. And I kind of feel like there is a bit of time you still need to take a bit of rest in order to think about this offer. Okay, there may be important documents or contracts that you're needing to sign, and Spirit is saying just take your time signing it, read through the contracts, read through these documents. Okay, if it's a love offer perhaps for some people, think about every situation. There's no need to rush. If someone really wants you, they'll wait for you to be ready. Okay, as you suss them out. Okay, your surrounding energies, well, events moving at a fast pace. So this is it. Communication, delays are over. Many things are happening at once. Events are now moving at a fast pace, and this is exactly what I've been getting. I also got the King of Earth that came out at the same time. So what this is saying to me is you got the King and Queen. Okay, if you're looking for a love offer, this is your soul partner. This is someone who is your equal, okay? Even if it's a boss, even if it's a job, this is someone that's equal to you. It's solid. It's someone who's generous, someone who's professional, someone who's very practical. This person is they're offering you an opportunity, okay? It's a successful time, okay? It's something for you to accept, confidently accept it. But don't give up on yourself. Okay, so this is exactly it. It's one of those having to find the balance between I'll accept your offer, but also read through the contract and just make sure you're still crossing the I's and crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Sorry. Hopes and fears. Okay, your hopes and fears. So much earth. Okay, this is a very grounded, a gift. A gift is coming. You're hoping for new career, gifts of money, gifts of effort, receiving or paying off debt, receiving a loan, some kind of opportunity that's definitely there. This is a month of money or solid offers, whatever that may be for you, okay? And how will this month end? How is this month going to end? How will this month end? Okay, so you see, now I understand why the star card. You see, the star card is now explaining that card for me, and that is expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So that is why we have, I mean, we've got the lovers at the bottom of the deck. So again, soulmate, twin flame, or soul job, twin, soul people in your life. That is why you have this possibility of needing to really think about things, because your fears, your hopes, you've now been given something that's very solid. It's everything you've ever wanted, everything you want. It's trustworthy, but you don't trust it, okay? You kind of feel like it's too good to be true because you've waited such a long time for this. What you gonna do? Okay, think about it. Don't make the wrong move, especially because of fears. You don't want to miss out on an opportunity that seems really great, if you have to ask me. That's what I have for you. Okay, so like I say, the timing might be a little bit out. Everyone's at a different phase within their awakening period, but yeah, this is what I kind of have for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and chat to you soon. Goodbye.